Hello everybody and welcome to the very first weekly series second weekly series on my channel, and this is tier list Thursday. So throughout the summer and probably throughout later, we're going to do tier lists every single Thursday. So to start off this week, we're going to do Mario Kart games, because this is the one I always wanted to cover my favorite Mario Kart games and my least favorite Mario Kart games in front of everybody, because in the past I said some different things, but I think things have changed like now around this time. So I'm ready to get going with this tier list because there's a lot of games. So we got Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, DS, Arcade Gp, Mario Kart Wii, Arcade Gp2, Arcade Gp DX, Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart Tour, and Mario Kart VR. So let's get going, guys, on this tier list. So let's start off with the very first game, Super Mario Kart. It came out on the Super Nintendo. This was the first, I will say, the game has not aged well now, but at the time, this was a very, graphical upgrade. This is something we've never seen before. Just racing like that. Obviously, here's my problem with this game. F-Zero also came around probably a little bit earlier, and it sold a lot better than this game. There's some better racing games than Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, and obviously I wasn't born around that time. However, I played the game. I obviously played a Let's Play on my channel, which is not that great. I might do a re-LP of that game if I want to in the future. I don't know yet. But if I were to say around my least favorite Mario Kart game, it would probably be one of my least favorites. I'm gonna put it probably in the D tier. It's not a terrible game. It's just it has some many flaws. The controls are pretty off. You can't go backwards. You can't throw shells and bananas backwards. There's just many improvements in other Mario Kart games compared to this game. So that's why I have Super Mario Kart, and it's not that much nostalgia with this game compared to the other Mario Kart games. For instance, the second game we're going to talk about has more nostalgia than the Super Mario Kart game. And with that out of the way, let's get going. Mario Kart 64 has probably a huge graphical upgrade. This is a big deal around this time in N64 time. A huge graphical upgrade compared to Super Mario Kart. This is something we've never seen before. And this game also has 3D models. This game had more 2D flat tracks. This game introduced 3D models. And there's a lot of nostalgia with this game. First of all, the soundtrack in this game is absolutely phenomenal. One of the best soundtracks in Mario Kart history. Rainbow Road. Whoops. Okay, let me turn it. Why is that going on? Let me turn down my mic a bit. Sorry about that, guys. But Rainbow Road, the stadium themes. What else? Moo Farm, Yoshi Valley, Banshee Boardwalk. I should really get a script. DK Jungle Parkway. Heck, the credits music, the menu music, all of those are fantastic. The character selection, though, is pretty off because Diddy Kong Racing also came around that time, and I personally prefer Diddy Kong Racing to Mario Kart 64. But that's just not a knock, though. We're comparing it to other Mario Kart games. But there's a lot of flaws in this game. There's a significant amount of flaws in Mario Kart 64 that you cannot ignore. I used to think this is one of my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, but looking at it, there's many flaws in this game which were completely fixed up in newer Mario Kart games. So with Mario Kart 64, rubber banding is a big issue. I think it's pretty stupid, not gonna lie. Why is my mic? Hold up, guys. Alright, I don't know what's wrong with my mic, but anyways, rubber banding is pretty stupid, not gonna lie. I used to think it's fun, it's challenging, but it's pretty dumb that you get yourself a pretty great distance away from the CPUs that and a really good, let's say you do the Wario Stadium shortcut or the N64 shortcut. The computers can catch up pretty quickly. If you fuck up, you mess up one time, which pretty bothers me as well. Also, this game didn't fix up the throwing items backwards and stuff like that. Throwing items forward, the shells issue, especially the shells. That's the main flaw I have with the gameplay with Mario Kart 64. The shells don't react in time. If you're far away from somebody, the shells will not work at all. If you're close, they will work. And at times as well, it might hit you back again. A red shell might hit you. That's a major flaw I have with the gameplay of this game. Also, Another flaw I have with this game is the lack of one-player content. Obviously, Grand Prix and time trial are there, but I would have loved a one-player battle mode. I would have loved a one-player versus mode, because just versus, especially versus, you need that versus mode in every single Mario Kart game. And we'll talk about that when we get to Mario Kart 7, but like, you need to have a versus mode in every Mario Kart game. Why is my... What the heck is wrong with this? Something's wrong with my headphones, but like, you need to have a versus mode in every single Mario Kart game. Otherwise, it will, like, the game is just, there's nothing you could do. All you can do to play other tracks is to play Grand Prix if you want to verse other computers to get better. So, yeah. Other than that, this is still a fun game. There's still a lot of nostalgia with this game. And I don't think it's ever going to go away for me. So, if I were to say, this would probably be around the B tier, not gonna lie. Probably B tier. It used to rank out on A tier, but I can't put it enough to put it down below in C tier. Now, Mario Kart Super Circuit. Oh, also, with Mario Kart 64, I think it's one of the more overrated Mario Kart games, because I mean, people just say it's straight out the best game of all time, which it's not. Like, I love the game, but it's flat out not. But let's talk about Super Circuit. Super Circuit is pretty underrated. I suck at the game at the time. I suck at the game, but however, I think it's still a fun game. I think for a handheld game, this is significantly better than Super Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart wasn't a handheld game; it was a console game. But this is the first handheld Mario Kart game, and it was a pretty solid game. Not gonna lie, their lack of flat tracks, which is a flaw. The problem is they also they took the same sprites from Mario Kart 64 and put it into this game, which I don't think is a big knock on them, because it's a handheld. Obviously, it's less powerful than a console like the N64. However, obviously the music is not it. That it's just flat out not it. What else about it? Yeah, I mean, I think it's still. I played this game as a kid. I played all these Mario Kart games, and though I haven't played Super Mario Kart as a kid, but I played this game as a kid. I remember. What the fuck is wrong with this? Something's wrong with my headphone. I apologize about my headphones, guys, but something is wrong with them. Hopefully that's better. But they keep making sounds for some reason. But hopefully it's fine now. Yeah. Where I'm gonna rank Super Mario Kart is, I think it's slightly above Super Mario Kart. I don't think it's on the same tier as Super Mario Kart, because I think this game is pretty underrated. I think it fixed up some balance issues with Mario Kart 64. 64 is pretty flawed. This game fixed up some issues with it. Lack of flat tracks, that's okay, because the handheld and the GBA wasn't that powerful. All right, let's go and get on to some of the bigger games coming up. So Mario Kart Double Dash. If you guys did not know, go check out my Mario Kart Double Dash LP in the link in the description below. But I had a lot of fun with this game. Reflecting on this LP that I did, I had a lot of fun with this game. It is a huge graphical jump compared to Mario Kart 64. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. This game also brought back the 3D tracks, although I don't think they're as iconic as Mario Kart 64 style 3D tracks. This game still has fantastic tracks. DK Mountain. Do I have to say anything? DK Mountain, Rainbow Road, Mushroom City, Bowser's Castle. What else? Daisy Cruiser, Waluigi Stadium, Wario Coliseum. There's some really great tracks in this game. Battle mode was also fantastic. I mean, I personally prefer Mario Kart 64's battle mode. I didn't talk about that on Mario Kart 64, but battle mode was fantastic in that game. Double Dash, though it has the same flaws, there's a lack of single player content. But the fact that you could drive with two racers instead of one, that is really amazing. And for some reason, they haven't done that again, which is really weird. But if I were to rank this game, I think it's probably A tier. I don't think it's S tier yet. I don't think it's S tier, because there are some better games with more content in it. And also, I feel like this game is pretty bullcrap. Like I said before, this game is pretty bullcrap at times. Like, the controls are pretty slicky. Kind of weird, but you would get used to it once you play the game for dozens of hours. I got used to it when I recorded multiple episodes of this game, and I've been practicing this game more. So yeah, I think my opinion for this game has gone up. Gone up pretty much. I think I used to have it below Mario Kart 64, but I think my opinion of this game did go up, and my opinion of Mario Kart 64 did slightly go down. But this game is still a fantastic game. You cannot deny the greatness of Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart DS. This was tough because this game, for me, this game has gone down slightly. Just down slightly because I used to think this is flat out, arguably top 3 best Mario Kart game of all time. Mission mode. Do I even need to say anything about mission mode? They fixed up the single player content. Now you can do versus, battle, all these modes. You can create your own emblem with this game, which is just fantastic, bro. Oh my god. It's great. This game has some of the most iconic tracks in Mario Kart history. We got Waluigi Pinball. Do I even need to say anything about that? Airship Fortress. The Final Square. What else? Wario Stadium. Although the Mario Kart 64 one is better. What else is there? Peach's Garden is fantastic. Did I mention Shroom Ridge? I mean, Shroom Ridge is pretty underrated. And also, this game is the first game to introduce retro tracks. Although they were in Super Mario Kart, Mario Kart Super Circuit, they don't count. They don't count. Let's be honest, they don't really count. This is the true first game that brought retro tracks in it, because that's a big deal. And they were all evenly balanced, although they could have picked some better ones. I personally think they could have picked some better retro tracks. I still think what they selected was pretty great, not gonna lie. Yeah, this game is great. However, I have quite a bit of flaws with this game that I don't with other Mario Kart games. First of all, some of the tracks are pretty iffy. Not gonna lie, it's pretty iffy compared to like Figure 8 Circuit, like Mario Circuit, like freaking Desert Hills. Like they're some of the worst tracks in Mario Kart history. Compared to, like, obviously this game is very top heavy. Like it doesn't have an overall balance. Like Mario Kart Double Dash. Double Dash has an overall balance with tracks consistency. Same with Mario Kart 64. DS is pretty top heavy because it has some of the best tracks of all time, but it has some of the worst tracks of all time. Heck, look at freaking Baby Park. Look at Baby Park. They ruined it in Mario Kart DS. Like it's the track is more wide and it's only 5 laps instead of, and there's 8 racers. It's like, no, bro. It's like, no, just no, bro. Never do that again. But this is still a great game. But if I were to put it somewhere, I'd probably put it in the A tier. I think the A tier is fine. Right below Mario Kart Double Dash. This is in order, by the way, guys. So here we go. Mario Kart Arcade Gp. I've recently played this game. I have to play every single Mario Kart game to do this video, but I've played pretty much all of them. Arcade GP is a pretty solid game for an arcade game. Like, I think it's a pretty good game for an arcade game. Is it a great? I mean, we'll get to that. Just an arcade game, flat out in general. I think it's pretty solid. Though there's a pretty lack of content, but again, it's an arcade game. But for an arcade game, this is probably the best Mario Kart Arcade GP game. Actually, I don't know yet. I actually don't know. But with looking around the field, I think it's near the bottom, not gonna lie. Because there's just more content in other games than it is in this game. Like, there's just flat out that. Like, and also the tracks are very similar in this game. Like, there might be 2 of like the exact same tracks in this game. There's only like 4 or 5 or 6 cups, which is it's an arcade game again. It's an arcade game. I like how you could save your game if you get those Mario cards. Those are really cool. Like those cards that you could use for the arcade. That's pretty cool. Surprised there's no microtransactions, which is pretty solid for an arcade game. I actually like that about this game. But where I rank this game, I would probably put it right above. No, I'll put it right below. I don't know, actually. Where would I put this game? I don't want to put it here. That's... No, let's put it right below Mario Kart. Let's put it right by Mario Kart. Yeah, 64, right below it. But, alright, Mario Kart Wii. Alright. I don't think I've ever said this on the channel before, but this is my favorite Mario Kart game of all time. Let me get that out of the way. Let me put that right away in S tier. I think my opinion of this game has gone up significantly in the past. I think this game was slightly overrated at the time. Like, this game was pretty, like, it had a lot of issues with this game at the time. Like, it brought some pretty stupid items in this game, like the freaking power block, like the freaking blooper was a Mario Kart DS, I think, and especially the thundercloud. That's my three flaws in this game. However, they also brought some fantastic items like the mega mushroom, the golden mushroom. I think that was a Mario Kart Double Dash. The bullet bill was a Mario Kart DS, but whatever. I mean, this game like improved the graphics. Though I think Mario Kart Double Dash has slightly better graphics than Mario Kart Wii. They brought back the same sprites from Mario Kart Double Dash into Mario Kart Wii. But that's like, whatever. Forget about that. I think the gameplay in this game is significantly better than Mario Kart Double Dash. I think this game is more balanced. Kind of more balanced than Mario Kart Wii. I think this game has some pretty broken characters and broken carts. However, this game is still being played to this day. I mean, people are doing custom tracks everywhere. They're creating custom tracks. There's still online servers if you mod your Wii and Dolphin and stuff like that. But I mean, I've been doing that. I can do that. But yeah, I think this is my favorite Mario Kart game of all time. I mentioned the flaws in this game. They removed mission mode, which is pretty stupid. I didn't even mention mission mode in Mario Kart DS, which is just stupid, bro. Mission mode is the greatest mode in Mario Kart history. It is a travesty. It hasn't been back ever since Mario Kart DS. And it was actually initially in Mario Kart Wii, but they scrapped it out in the last second. I don't know what happened, but it was initially supposed to be in this game. And it would have been a lot better if it wasn't Mario Kart Wii than it was. It would be in a tier of its own. But yeah, this is my favorite Mario Kart game of all time. And I don't know what's going to pass it. I mean, 8 Deluxe, and we'll talk about 8 Deluxe later. But that game is pretty close, alright? Let's talk about Mario Kart Arcade Gp2, which I think it's... Honestly, I might have made a mistake when I said earlier. I think I said Mario Kart Arcade GP was better, but GP2 has more content, more characters. It's an arcade game as well. It just improves everything on Mario Kart Arcade GP, to be honest. However, I don't think it's better than the top 4 we have right now. I think Arcade GP2 is probably right above Arcade GP. Just barely. These two are neck and neck. Arcade GP DX. Here we go. This game was pretty weird. Not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of this game when I played it because I think the transition from the first two were pretty weird. Not gonna lie, it was pretty weird. It didn't feel like a Mario Kart game to me. I mean, it had some. Oh yeah, Mario Kart Arcade GP2 brought in Waluigi as well, but this game had some pretty chaotic characters. And I feel like the tracks were not as memorable as the first two, in my opinion. But as an arcade game, I think it's pretty good still. I think it's a pretty fun arcade game. As a Mario Kart game, I don't know. For me, I wasn't a fan of this game. For me, I'm gonna put it probably right above Super Circuit. I wasn't a fan of this game. I think these two games are pretty significantly better than this one. That's because it's on its own tier. All right, Mario Kart 7. Mario Kart 7 is the most underrated Mario Kart game of all time. I think it is. Let's start off with the negatives. First of all, lack of single player content. They got rid of versus mode, which is just, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you remove single player versus mode? Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. The only way we can play tracks other than going online is playing a Grand Prix and a time trial. And that's offline mode. Like, why would they do that? It's only multiplayer. And it's a handheld. It's not a console where like Mario Kart 64 where you can actually it's not like that. It's a handheld. Why would you get rid of that? That's just pretty stupid. Also, the character selection, they got rid of Waluigi, which is really weird, bro. Very weird. For some reason they got that was pretty weird. However, let's talk about the character selection because I feel like it's one of the most unique character selections we've ever gotten. Yeah, they got rid of Waluigi, but they brought in some pretty unique characters that I personally want to see back again, like Wiggler, Honey Queen, yeah, man, that's okay. They might talk about bees and like caterpillars like driving, but we have turtles, we have dinosaurs. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I personally hated it at the time, but looking back, I think this game is very unique. Also, the track selection is miles improved from Mario Kart DS. Like I think the track selection is better. It's better balance. Though Mario Kart DS might have more iconic tracks. First of all, Rainbow Road in this game is fantastic. You cannot deny it's better than every DS track in my opinion. But yeah, this game is still like it's underrated. Like the character selection, the track selection. Online was really good at this game. I think it's better than Mario Kart Wii's online because I didn't have that much issue with the online in this game than I had with Mario Kart Wii. You can do your own tournaments. You can do like a lot of stuff that will obviously enhance in Mario Kart 8. But for a handheld game, this game is fantastic. Fantastic. The only main problem I have is no single player versus. That's why I can't put it in the top tier with Mario Kart Wii. That's it's right there, man. It's right there. It's so close. It's very close. It's a great game. 8 tier for it. It's close S tier. Mario Kart 8. Alright, we're gonna get the Mario Kart 8 games out of the way. Let's start off with Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was great game. It was a good game. It was a fantastic game actually at the time. Obviously, some things around this time have not aged well. Like I think some things in like just straight out 8 Deluxe is a better game. Let's get that out of the way. Let's start off with the positives. I think the character selection is pretty great overall. I think No Pinkle Beach is pretty stupid. I think the character selection is fantastic. They brought the Koopalings. They brought some former characters. They're missing some characters like Bowser Jr., King Boo, Dry Bones. DLC was great in this game. You saw some new characters like Link, Villager, Isabelle. Obviously Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach were alright. It was pretty like we didn't need them, but like cool. I would have personally rather have costumes. I think the track selection in this game is fantastic. Probably arguably the best track selection in Mario Kart history. Flat out, like the tracks in this game are great, really fun. However, let's get on to our flaws. Let's start off with online because online was busted in Mario Kart 8 in my opinion. I think it had many issues. It kept lagging for me at times. That's probably just my internet probably, but like this game was lagging at times. And the huge problem I have with this game, and I think everyone knows, is battle mode. What the heck did they do to the battle mode? They were so lazy. They were like saying, hey, look at my graphics, they're impressive. Look at my character selection, they're impressive. Look at the tracks, they're impressive. Which I do agree. However, you need battle mode. You need battle mode. They completely scrapped battle mode online, which just shows how terrible battle mode it was in Mario Kart 8. The worst battle mode in Mario Kart history, flat out. And that's a huge issue I have with this game, which is why I can't put it high on the list compared to the other games. Like that alone is pretty terrible. It's a major flaw with this game. I think it goes in the major flaw tiers with Mario Kart 64. Like I think top tier is perfect, near perfect game. A tier has minor flaws. Like it's a great game, but has minor flaws. B tier has some significant flaws, but I think it still is a fantastic game. DC tier, I mean, not like that's just whatever. But for me, I'm gonna put this probably right above Mario Kart 64. Like I think the game overall, just like the gameplay is better in Mario Kart 8 than it is in Mario Kart 64. That just puts it alone. But that major flaw with no battle mode is pretty terrible. Alright, let's talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game improved pretty much everything in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Gameplay, track selection, music, everything. Battle mode, they improved everything. Items, and they improved everything with this game. Like, this game still has slight flaws with this game. There's still flaws with this game compared to the other games. However, I think this game is S tier with Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Wii. I think it flat out is. Battle mode was the big improvement with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They brought back a great battle mode. I personally would like some more DLC for battle mode. However, I think you cannot deny that the selection for battle mode is fantastic with this game. I think it's probably second best to 64, although it has more battle mode tracks than Mario Kart 64. It has variety. Renegade Roundup, Coin Runners, Shine Thief, Bob on Blast, obviously Balloon Battle. fantastic, bro. Course selection. Here's the thing, bro. I thought this game was just, it's this game dead, but then they announced a DLC, so they're continuing this game. It's up until 2023, so we're getting even more tracks with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They brought back everything from Mario Kart 8 and imported to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is just fantastic. Great. Although I wish we could just keep our save file from Mario Kart 8 and put in 8 Deluxe, but however, like, that's just a nitpick. It's not a flaw with the game. But I think this game is near perfect with Mario Kart Wii. I think what puts that edge in Mario Kart Wii for me is the drifting. That is just, it's so close, bro. Like, the drifting in Mario Kart Wii puts it above Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for me. Like, this game has more tracks than Mario Kart Wii, better character roster than Mario Kart Wii, better vehicles than Mario Kart Wii, better online than Mario Kart Wii, better battle mode than Mario Kart Wii. However, that gameplay, just the gameplay issue with Mario Kart Wii, with 8 Deluxe compared to Wii, like, I feel like the drifting is slower in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe than it is in Mario Kart Wii. It just puts it slightly below it. Also, with battle mode, this is just a nitpick. I really wish it had battle mode like in Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash. I really wish it had that, where like you could turn off the time limit, and just play for offline though. I don't play offline battle mode anymore. I play online, so like I guess that's a nitpick. But at the time, it would be really cool to play with your friends, and you just go on until like everyone's eliminated. That's cool. Yeah, the DLC, everything brought back from Mario Kart 8. They brought back new characters. Bowser Jr.'s in the game. Dry Bowser's in the game. He was already in the game. King Boo is in the game. Dry Bones is in the game. The Inklings are in this game. Freaking Link from Breath of the Wild is in this game. Gold Mario's in this game, which is whatever. But yeah, the character selection is even better in Mario Kart Deluxe than it is in Mario Kart 8. So for me, I have to put it above. Way significantly higher than Mario Kart 8. 8 has some flaws. 8 Deluxe has way better online than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 8, by the way. All right, let's finish off with the two games. And to be honest, there's no more S tier, A tiers. Let me get that out of the way. Yeah, there's no more S tiers and A tiers on this list, by the way. But let's start with Mario Kart Tour. Tour for me, there's just so many flaws with the game. The controls could have been better. The microtransaction is the biggest flaw I've ever seen. Like, that just ruins the game in general. Like, microtransactions in a game just ruins it. It just flat out a mobile game. This game had so much potential to be one of the best mobile Mario Kart games. Not mobile, handheld Mario Kart games, but these two games, DS and 7, are way better than this game. It has better controls, more like things to do. This game has microtransactions. You don't even start the game as Mario. Like, that alone just ruins the game, dude. You don't start the game alone as Mario. And there's no bias towards me, but like, it just shows the lack of it, bro. Like, you have to unlock characters throughout microtransactions where you get these gems and you open the tubes, and it's not likely you're gonna get the character. Like, I would have rather see like you get a selected amount of coins and what you can use to buy the characters rather than microtransactions being used. Because there's also a gold pass where it's paid like $20 to have the game even better, where you can play 200cc. There's more tracks, more characters, I think. You get more like rewards if you use like this amount of characters, something like that. I don't remember the game. I haven't played the game in a while, but I probably should have played this game before I made the list. But yeah, bro, there's a lot of flaws in this game. However, I think it's still a solid game, a solid mobile game. I think none of these games are pretty terrible. None of these games are absolutely atrocious. That's why I didn't put an F tier. But for me, I have to put it probably at the bottom of the list, just for that reason. Like, there's microtransactions is a big thing, and it's pretty terrible. Now let's finish off with Mario Kart VR, which I've never played. This is the only game I've not played. I just seen videos of it, and for me, I think this is very mixed in my opinion. Like, I think the thing about VR is that VR in general is pretty mixed, because like there's times where it's just, oh, it's really cool. However, there's some times where you get very nauseous and have a huge headache from playing VR in general. So yeah, that's a flaw I have with VR games, and Mario Kart VR falls into that. I think the tracks are okay. I've not seen the tracks that much, but like, I think it's fine. but I don't think it's as high as the other games. I think for me, I would probably put it also in the bottom tier. I would probably put it right here. Okay, let me revise this list, guys, and I'll let you guys know if I change anything. All right, that's my list. Okay, so all that I swapped was these two. It was these two, and this is the only two I swapped. These two, because I think Super Circuit has better. I think it's just a better game than DX in my opinion. I wasn't a fan of DX, and also I just think VR. But it's just you cannot put VR below Super Mario Kart. You just flat out can't. But overall, this is my list, guys. If you guys like this, leave a comment section below. Leave a like and comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more of these every Thursday. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. We out.